Hallo Leute und willkommen zurück zu Project Triangle Strategy. Nach unserer teuer erkauften Flucht müssen wir nun schauen, wie wir unser weiteres Überleben sichern. Doch seht selbst. Wow.
And
Ah.
so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's
Oh, ein
army
roter
marches upon
Zebrastreifen.
House Wolford's stronghold, where
Ein Wort, oh mein Freund, aha. Und immer noch hier die Story. Irgendwas anderes diesmal? So wie beim ersten Mal. Sieht nicht so aus, okay.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold.
How easily the three great...
Wolford is the last to hold out, but of Lord...
Speaking of royalty, brother, yet here she sits on the throne.
That is precisely what I would have.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed.
So the wise and benevolent...
Father!
Subjects of Glenbrook, hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
Oh, das ist ja auch nice. Kann man das Artwork aufrufen.
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new... But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your king... And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operation. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of... And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Nicht vor den Kindern.
Cordelia.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Die englische Synchro ist so viel besser als die deutsche Übersetzung. Das ist echt der Wahnsinn.
Minister Sorsley,
What is it this time, Booker?
we've just received word that S. Frost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter? At any rate, I must speak with His Holiness at once.
Minister, if I may assuage, I propose that perhaps this situation...
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you? Send a raven to His Holiness. Tell him...
At once, Master.
Okay, das Haus schmiedet anscheinend auch schon wieder seine eigenen Pläne. Ach, das ist er wieder.
Hi, House. Damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us. We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland.
Hm. Der sieht ja sympathisch aus.
What with King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. Yet, if they say Prince Roland is in Wolfort's charge, if this is true, there's a good chance. Or will they? The Wolforts may... If it comes to that, Esfrost will either... Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Ja, machen wir weiter mit der Hauptstory.
Lord Serenoa! It is good to be...
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold.
Thank you. I can only...
Benedict, there is news.
Aber anscheinend sind die Charaktere nicht permanent tot, weil die Frau mit den rosa Haaren haben wir im Kampf gerade verloren. Aber sie scheint noch am Leben zu sein.
Your Highness, my lord. His Grace was beheaded.
Father. Roland.
I can only imagine. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed. We must... About Lord Simo, huh?
Ja, wahrscheinlich werden sie es so gemacht haben. Warum schreibst du dahinter Kappa?
Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the...
You must be mad. The man...
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon.
Father! Be strong, Father. This realm still... I still need you.
Okay.
Father. Father. Serenoa.
Is there any...
Our healers are doing every...
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message. From whom? The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with...
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near...
Blood. This mask was all that was...
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the... And the swift course of the river thwarted...
I see. Thank you for the report.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell.
Ah.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its... Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glen...
Oh, jetzt habe ich direkt die Story angeklickt. Aber ich glaube, diesmal gab es keine Zwischensequenzen.
My lord, the Esfrosti army advances on us as we... A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf.
We've not much time before they're on our doors.
Word has it that General Avlora herself...
Gustadolf's not taking any chance. Summon the War Council at once. We must take...
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much. Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. And yet, the natural fortifications of this...
So you propose that we just abandon...
Better my life than any of yours.
This is... See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle?
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
You would have me render a decision here and now?
As the master of this domain, you...
I understand that, Benedict. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Ich muss sagen, für eine Demo ist das Spiel echt groß. Es passiert sau viel, weil es eben so storylastig ist. Und es ist auch deutlich storybasierter, als ich anfangs angenommen hatte. Ich dachte, das wäre mehr basiert auf dieses Kampfsystem und dass auch tatsächlich was passiert, aber das Politische und alles andere spielt doch eine sehr große Rolle.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord.
Na, jetzt kommt das. Jetzt muss ich die Leute ansprechen und versuchen zu überzeugen. Das Königreich wurde von Gustalfos an sich gerissen und wir müssen uns nun beim nächsten Mal Gedanken um Rolands Schicksal machen. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, lasst mir gerne ein Like oder ein Abo oder am besten beides da. Ich bin ein kleiner Kanal und mir hilft sowas besonders. Unabhängig davon, natürlich wieder vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis bald.